Empowerment Show aims to equip individuals with the necessary tools, knowledge, and confidence to make informed decisions and take control of their lives. It also focuses on ensuring access to essential resources and the opportunities.
All right, good evening. It's 6 o'clock. It's time for the Empowerment Show. The Empowerment Show is pretty much a show that's based off of the community. So we try to always bring people in from the community and those people that are willing to do things and help us in our community. So I got a treat for you this afternoon. I'm gonna bring her right to stage right now. Hey, how you doing, young
Hi,
lady? How
I'm
you
doing well.
feeling?
How are you?
I'm doing really well. Thank you very much. We like to start this show off with a moment of gratitude, if you want to say. So I'm always grateful for waking up because that's a lot of things have to go right when you wake up. But in addition to that, I have a niece and she's not doing well right now. So I have to say a prayer for her. She had a heat stroke. And what I would like to tell people, it's very serious. The weather out there is serious, and if you think that you're 40 years old and you can evade it, you can't. Okay, you please take care of yourself. Make sure you hydrate and stay your ass out the sun. Anyway, let me get back to this young lady. Hello, Michelle. What's happening, babe?
Hello. I'm very sorry to hear about your niece, and that's a fact. I started getting kind of flushed the other day, and my neighbor was like, "You're all red in the face." I was like, "Oh, let me just stop weeding." I'm 45. I'm 45. It's 87 degrees out here. Let me just stop weeding for a minute and go inside. So I agree.
Yeah.
But
Well,
hopefully she recovers soon.
tell me about who Michelle is.
Oh Lord.
Well, let's get into this. I love the last name.
Waiting.
Let me make sure I pronounce it right. Is that Tony?
Yep, you did. Yep, Zatoni, Michelle
Okay, I'll just
Zatoni.
make
Yeah.
sure I pronounce that right. I thought it was like so cool. That's like an Italian name almost, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so are you half Italian, half something else? What's the deal?
I was gonna start there too. I actually am adopted. I'm Irish, Dutch, and Black, but my
Wow.
adopted family is Italian, Irish, and Polish. So I get the last name, but I'm not Latino or Italian.
Right on. So this is where that passion comes from because you grew up in a
hmm
household that was multicultural.
Yeah, to a certain extent. I grew up in Easton, Pennsylvania, which really isn't too far from East Stroudsburg, Poconos area. And I had an older sister who taught me a lot about diversity. She was working in the county as a juvenile detention officer, and with that experience, she ran into all different types of people. So she would come home and bring different things like patalillos and reggae music and things that I didn't hear about. I was used to listening to like Johnny Cash and Anne Murray and like Whitney Houston. So she was exposing me to this, and I had thought about doing something like a festival. When I moved back to the Valley from Atlanta, I went there for a little while. And when I came back, I'm like, why aren't there any events for minorities here? That was really one of my things. And then they started doing like events for Latinos, and they had a Puerto Rican parade in Allentown, and so they had a couple. And then Faces International, they're a all black marketing mail firm, and I
Right.
was working with them, and they were doing events too, but they just weren't like large enough for my satisfaction, considering where I came from, in my adulthood in Atlanta. And then when my sister passed, I said, you know what, I'm just going to do the festival. I'm going to pass on what she gave me and give it to the community that she was working in, and I kind of grew up in. So I started the festival in 2018, and it's been kind of cracking ever since. I finally get to expand to Poconos. I'm super excited about that. Um, yeah, we expanded in Nigeria in 2023. So every 3 years we go to
Oh,
Africa and we have a festival
okay.
there. But yeah, that's where it all
So the
started, like
festival,
my upbringing.
do they
Yes.
in the festival when you go to Africa, do they look at it like it's legitimate?
Well, it's completely different. They're very communal there. So you tell one person and like 300 show up.
Okay.
We didn't even advertise for more than one day. And we had like it was crazy. Um, just because of that environment, you don't really have to, seek approval. They're just happy that you're doing something within their community and they're being showcased. We didn't have the same exact type of cultural diversity there. Obviously, I was in Nigeria, but we did have some members from the United States with us that were able to teach different things. And we did a fashion show where the students, um, basically, they had different tribes. So they were, coming out and had their different outfits on and did different dances. And so it was a completely different type of festival, but it was still diversified for them because they might not see those tribes within their communities. And if they do, there might be discourse between them from history.
Okay. How was it in Nigeria?
Oh, Nigeria was cool, man. I had a good
I
time.
only asked because my ancestry is from Nigeria and Ghana. So I just like to ask what it's like. I'm gonna hit Ghana soon. What was it
Going to
like over
Ghana
there in
next year.
Nigeria?
I'm
I
going
mean,
to- I
people
was
don't.
actually coordinating Ghana next year for my culture exchange program.
Right.
But Nigeria was really cool. The people are very friendly. I don't think I've ever, no, I can forget, think. I have never been hosted so well in my life, no matter where I've
Okay.
gone. Yes. Their
You,
hosting is
you
top
got to
tier.
wear you got to wear a lawn cloth and you lived in a hut.
No, no. That's one misconception about Africa. They have cities, they have billboards, they have movie theaters, they have bowling alleys, nightclubs. It's the same. And just like here, when we go out to the Midwest, there's not a lot of things, and we see, hay everywhere and those types of things. It's the same for Africa. Well, at least the countries I've been in, and from dealing with people in the festival, they have the same. It's just their country is a little bit different. Some of their country is desert, and other parts, like when I went to Kenya, their country is all safari. But when you go to Nairobi, their major city, it's just like New York. So,
Wow.
yeah, it's a great experience, and I
I'm
cannot
gonna
wait
make
to
it
hear it.
there. I'm gonna make it
You
there.
you
I am.
will. You
One
better.
day I'm gonna make it there. I'm trying, but I'm gonna make it there one day. You got a friend on. She
Oh, where is
decided
she
to
coming?
pop up,
Yay,
and
T.
I see her. She's right there, but she
Yes.
didn't pop up yet.
All right. Before we bring
Let
her
me
on,
introduce her.
I was gonna say,
Boom.
hold on.
Hey, hello, young lady. How you doing?
Hey, what's
Look at
What's
her.
going
happening?
on, Kendall?
Hey, not too much. We were talking about Africa on a trip to Africa, and she was telling me about the different countries there, and I thought it was kind of fascinating. So, yeah,
Yeah, Michelle
we
has
learned
touched some soil.
we learned that Africans don't live in huts, that they actually live in buildings, and they don't run around with loincloths on.
Like we see on TV in America.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
No, they're actually, and I mean, if I just have to emphasize a little bit from my experience, just because, I have dealt with different countries, their English is actually better than ours.
well,
We were online with students today in Liberia, and
don't mind me.
oh, okay, I was like, all right. No, we were online with the students in Liberia today, and they're just amazing. They're focused on education. It's a completely different energy, but just to top it off, they just value different things, and they have more of a communal family type
Right.
society, kind of like we would in a small town here. But
Well,
they
they're
dress
tribal.
very well.
They're
Some of them,
tribal.
yeah. Some of them,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a lot of Christianity there too, and Muslims as well.
I'm going to tell you what I do like about what's going on in Africa now. There's a country called Burkina Faso,
Mhm.
and the president is what's his name? Traore. Ibrahim Traore. And I like what's going on there. That they're trying to unify the Africa, like Ghana, and what's the other? There's another country, Niger. That those three countries have formed. They're forming one country to be Pan-African.
Yeah,
And
that would be
I see
cool.
that going on all throughout Africa. These different uprisings. It's South Africa, and they've kicked all the colonials out, and they've done it all over with the French. But what's happening, girl?
Yeah, I was gonna say Tiggs.
Yeah,
How are
yeah.
you?
What's happening?
Not much,
How do you
not
pronounce your
much, and
name?
everything.
How do you pronounce your name? Please pronounce your name.
My full name, you pronounce it Naitika.
Naitika.
Yes, perfect. There you go. You got it.
Okay, Naitika. I got to think about names because my first name is Kendall. So I grew up with Kendu. Yeah, I grew up in Brooklyn.
Oh
So
yeah, me
everybody
too.
would
They
pronounce
broke your
my
name
as
down.
Kendu. Yeah, Kendu instead of Kendall. It was Kendu. It's so good.
Mhm.
It helped out in certain situations.
Makes
But,
sense. Makes sense.
it's
Yeah.
all
What
good.
part of Brooklyn you from?
Brownsville. That's what I started out. I ended up in Farragut housing.
Okay. I'm from.
Straight
My
from.
family's from.
I'm a little older, so we didn't call it the ghetto. It was known as the slum. So
Slum.
we came
Okay.
out the
All
slums.
right.
That's why I'm straight out of the slums. Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you, what are you from New York?
Yeah, I was gonna say my family is from Bushwick, and then I grew up, was born and raised, well, partially in Bedford Stuyvesant,
Hmm.
in that
So how'd you get
area.
involved with this foundation, with
Sorry.
the festival? How'd you get in, how did you get involved with that?
That's such a long
With
story.
with MZ Foundation, with ICF.
Yeah, it was your
Mhm.
girl up there.
Ooh, how much
Look,
time
look
you
up
got?
there. Hey, what's happening,
Yes.
girl? Yeah,
How much?
how'd you two hook up and get involved? What's happening?
I think we first met through a friend of mine, which honestly I don't even remember how I met that gentleman, if I'm being totally honest. But networking. I network a lot. I've been networking my whole life since I started being a social butterfly. I just talk to everybody, and
Very
the
gregarious,
guy.
social butterfly.
Right, exactly. And the gentleman I met, he was doing like, organized events and stuff like that. And I was doing events too, but they weren't organized like the way he was doing. So I was interested in knowing, more of what he knew and who he knew. And he let me work as volunteer for VIP or something like that section at one of
Masquerade
his
Ball,
events. The
Masquerade Ball
masquerade.
2015, Faces
Mm-hmm.
International. Yep, I
Yep,
Okay.
remember.
yep. And I
And
had
so
to
y'all
go,
work
and
together
there
there,
was
huh?
Michelle. Yep, we both worked that event, I
And
believe.
then you
Yeah.
decided, hey, we need to do something together. We need to do this international cultural thing. No?
No,
Didn't
that's not how
happen
it
It,
like
works at
that?
all.
I asked you how much time you got.
Right,
I'm
and
here.
I
I'm here. You know, we here. We here. Do your thing. Tell me what's happening. So
I'll let Michelle
well,
take off from there.
yeah, I
come
was
on,
gonna say
Michelle.
let me lead off into like where this all began and how it started in Allentown and like how I got into Poconos in the first place. But yeah, me
I
and
know you
Teeks
Right.
didn't
met.
think it was gonna be like this. I know you did not think this interview was gonna be like this. But I tell you,
Like,
we all here chit chatting, right? Right. We just
I
here
Right.
don't
chopping it
mind.
up. So tell me how this all began.
No, you're fine. Yeah. So after like I said, my sister passed. So I just put on the festival more as a celebration, and then I actually, when you asked me about Africa, they actually contacted me off a post that I made about the festival, on Instagram. So that's how I ended up going to Africa. But long story short, we both work with a gentleman. His name is Raga Baseline Entertainment and Quick Draw. I don't know if you know that team. So we both work with them, and we're kind of staying in contact here and there. I went off and did the festival. I don't know what Teeks was doing at that time, but I went off and did the festival, and I'm going to Africa and all that. And then East Stroudsburg was calling me, and they're like, "Oh, when are you going to do the festival here?" Blah blah blah. And I saw Teeks had commented something, and I was like, "Are you still like around?" Because I've been looking for someone to help me with the Poconos, and that's how we ended up getting kind of back connected. I just know that Teeks has a lot of talent, and she's a great entrepreneur. She's a great networker. She's a great event organizer. She's wonderful with the kids. So I felt like if I was going to work with anyone and have them take the festival as an opportunity to grow their organization, it would be her, because she emulates everything that the mission is for the festival, and also for the foundation where I do the educational work. So
Giving you all your flowers today. Look at that.
Teeks is
Getting all
amazing.
those flowers.
Mich-
Oh,
Michelle
okay,
know
now
I
you
love her so
get
much.
an opportunity to reciprocate. What's happening?
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Come on.
I
Let it
get all
out.
red. You can see when I blush. This isn't fair.
I'm like, what's going on? So I mean, yeah, but that's how we started, well, that's how we started branching into doing the festival together. And like I said, I mean, I was saying, like, do you have time? Because we did do a few ventures before that, from years before. So I feel like it was just only a matter of time before we connected and actually sprouted into something bigger. And now, we're there. We're on the road.
Yeah, you're doing your thing. You're doing your thing. I'm gonna be out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
Oh, you
at the
didn't know that?
festival.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, you should be
He's gonna
there.
be.
You should be there.
I'm actually a photographer.
Oh, you
Mhm.
doing? Oh yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm the guy
We
that's
got
out there with
Kendu
the
on the
camera,
program.
with the video, with the drones. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. I'll be out there
Hey, we
doing my
need all of
thing.
that.
So this way she could.
Yes.
That's my contribution. How about that?
Thank you.
Everybody can
We appreciate
contribute
that.
something. Everybody can do something for the cause, right? So this is what I can do. So this is
Nah,
my
we
contribution.
appreciate it. We
Oh,
really do. The one thing I
so,
would like to emphasize, you said I was giving Teeks her flowers, but
mhm.
in all reality, like I'm kind of transitioning everything into like different positions, right? So when I first started the festival, and I mean, I have interviews that can back this up because people are like, "You never said that." Now I got the receipts. I said when I was in my mid 30s that if I ever had once I get this project started and I get it to a certain extent, my job was to pass the torch. And for me, Teeks is that perfect opportunity to pass the torch in Poconos, and then I'm also passing the torch to Michael Frassetto in Allentown, and Kendall. Teeks doesn't understand yet, and I don't understand where you're at, but I'm pretty sure I'll get there. As you get older, something that you develop, you want to be able for it to carry on. So for me, I
Hold on.
cannot.
Wait 1 second. You trying to say something?
Yes,
That sounds
done
like a
this
shot in the
already
dark
probably a
to
billion
me.
times.
She's like, I haven't gotten there yet. Yeah, you thought to
Oh
do that.
no,
That didn't go over my
me,
head.
me.
She hasn't
I
gotten
think
there
the
yet.
gotten there.
No, she
I think
said
that was
Kendall. I heard her
me.
when she said Kendall. That was loud and clear.
No,
Okay,
she
go,
was
go, go ahead. Let
addressing
me not
you.
cut you off.
Eh,
Yeah. I'm of a certain age. I'm maturing. Right on. Who
No,
now?
I was saying
Uh,
Teeks hasn't gotten there yet, but we
uh-huh.
have gotten to the point where we've done things in life where we recognize, okay, it's time to pass this on, and that's really what the mission is here, is to give younger people who are really doing great things in the community an opportunity to take something that already exists and really kind of do it in their own way, and expand it in a way that I'm not going to be able to think of, and really involve more kids and organizations.
Wow.
So, he disappeared.
you
That's
you
cool.
just made me think of. Oh gosh, I was gonna
Oh
say
no,
you
it's
just
fine.
made me think of something, because like the way you're saying it, because it's like it's like, yeah, it's the same festival, but like, and you have ideas, I have ideas, but I'm more in tune with certain things that'll help it be more like with the younger age and all that stuff, like,
Exactly.
and keep it going. Yeah, that is
Yeah,
a
and the
good
different
I mean,
point.
ideas
that's
that
what
you
it's
bring to the
supposed to be. Isn't that
table.
what it's supposed to be?
Mhm.
All right,
Exactly.
each
Right,
one
right.
teach one. That's what the old
Absolutely.
folks used to say.
Right.
Each one teach one, and then you
Each
pass it
one, each
down.
one. I like that.
So what have you picked up, young lady?
What have I
Yeah.
picked up?
Oh yeah. You said you learned a lot from her. What did you
Oh,
learn?
oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry to
Well,
put you to the test.
for
Let me
one,
get you out the fire.
no, you're good. I'm sorry. I just got off of work, and I got in and I hopped right on, so I was still, decomposing a little bit. But nah, but starting from what she just said, as far as certain things, like I do a lot of everything. And when it comes to understanding how far I want to go with the things I'm doing, and understanding certain things you got to do now for a better later, that's one of the biggest things that I'm learning from Michelle as well. And not learned, but still learning in, because there's a lot of things of roles that I try to take on and stuff like that. And it's like, all right, if you position yourself in a certain way now with all these different roles, it'll be better later. You feel me? Just not trying to do them all once and stuff like that. So she definitely helps me stay centered when it comes to those things, because she knows how bad I want to do everything. And the only way for me to be able to do everything is if I focus on one thing at a time. So
I've never been to your festival, so I would like one of you guys to explain what this festival consists of and what's it all about, and why should I go to this festival?
well,
I feel
I
like
can
that's
say
awesome count.
the
Yeah,
festival
you go
is,
first.
so I can say, even from let's see, not 2022, the festival is different from other festivals in a way of how the festival broadcasts the cultures. So it's not just an international cultural festival and we have different cultures, food, different culture, vendors and stuff like that. It's also in the entertainment. It's also in how the flow of the event is going. The things that are placed within the settings of the events, like to keep people interactive. People don't just perform; they perform and they interact with the attendees, things like that. So it's a very interactive community feel within the festival that I feel like you definitely are more than interested in experiencing, because it's not just like any other festival. You go, you eat some good food, and you watch the performers, and then that's it. You go home. It's definitely way more than that.
Okay, is it anything? Is it going to be anything like the Juneteenth festival?
Well, I'm gonna actually enter that. Well,
There you
yeah.
go.
I don't know which Juneteenth you're referring to, but the
Well,
one
you
thing I
taught
learned.
ESU. I was the same one as
Oh
you.
yeah,
ESU.
yeah,
Right
no,
on,
that was
right
a
on.
great event. I really loved it. I
Yeah.
don't really try to compare. You know, that's one thing I've learned. I've learned from the very first year. I remember when I first went into it, and I was like, "Oh, the Puerto Rican Cultural Preservation Society has this major parade and festival, and I'm going to be just like them." No, I don't want to be just like them. I know the owners now. I don't want anything to do with what they got going on. You know, it's always good to create your own path. And honestly, I try to include those type of vendors and organizers. You know, so for us, it's not really a comparison. We're trying to bring you on board so you can help us get better. Does that make sense? So when you have people like Juneteenth and are doing all these amazing different things, you know, I saw the my goodness, I can't remember. The Black Panther was there. That was cool. It had so many different components to it, you know, and
the praise dancing.
Yeah, so I would never say comparison, but it is interactive. So you'll have like belly dancers or people doing henna, you know, and they're teaching. I also have like sometimes we'll have like drum lines come in and they'll do like community drumming. So it really depends on the year, like who we can all get together.
What can we expect to see this year?
Teeks is better off with that because I don't remember the acts, but I know we will. I know we will have in henna and those types of things, and like gyros and some Caribbean food, but the acts are definitely on Teeks.
Yeah, so as far as like stage and interactive things, we should have, I believe we're gonna have the yoga girl come through and do a performance.
Zumba too.
And get everybody interactive. The Zumba.
Zumba. You're talking about Tanya Johnson.
Yes. She's gonna be operating her Zumba moves and things like that.
Okay.
Of course, we have different genre artists. So we have R&B singers. Okay. We have rap artists. We have Afro beats artists, and we also have like reggae artists, and we also have Latino artists. So we're trying to tap in each of the different genres to broadcast those levels of music. So that's gonna be really fun. And then we also have this is gonna be fun. We have a special dance contest sector as well with Jersey club music, because you know that's a whole culture in itself. And I know this guy that used to DJ. Well, he still DJs. His name is DJ Lil C4, and he does club music producing. But before he used to make songs and all that and do all the dances when he was younger. Now, you know, they get older, they think they're too cool. But he's still one of the greatest dancers that I know when it comes to that stuff. So I have him doing a dance contest with the kids on the stage and any adults that may want to join in and stuff like that, you know, doing some TikTok dances, competitions and stuff like that. So that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, you said it was interactive, so I see the interaction, right?
Absolutely.
Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
And one thing I learned how to do is and Teeks, I don't know if you know that yet, but because we're working on the vendor portion now, so we're taking this in stages as far as like the mentorship. But we're on the vendor portion, and I do require all vendors to bring either you're going to be in cultural clothes or you're going to put flags up or something. Like you have to represent culture. This way, when you look around and you see all the different tents, you'll see all the different cultures too in the tents, in the performances.
My dashiki will be fine, right? My dashiki.
Yes, please wear it.
As long as it ain't too hot. As long as it ain't too hot for that thing.
No, that's why I'm wearing the dashiki. The dashiki is very cool. Trust me, very cool. Very cool. I wear them all the time. Yeah, I was gonna wear one this evening, but I said, "Nah, let me look halfway decent."
You ain't want to overdo it.
I didn't want to overdo it, you know. Didn't want to overdo it.
Bring the dashiki.
So one of you ladies tell me date, time, where am I going? I don't know where the heck I'm going to go see this festival. So what's happening? Where we gotta go?
Is September 14th on a Sunday. Which I don't know why I love doing Sunday events too, honestly. Even on a regular, my Easter event, everything's always Sundays. I'm always recommending Sundays. But Sunday, September 14th at Dansbury Park, we are out there from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. correct? And yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I forgot to also add that we'll have face painting for the kids, and then we'll also have a kids field day section
Okay.
at the event as
Okay.
well. So
Who's gonna
kids,
be doing the
any-
face painting?
there's a young lady. Her name is Angel.
Okay,
I
I
don't
know
know
her.
if you know her. You know
Yeah, I know her. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I've shot the kids before when she was painting the faces. She also
Oh,
did
you probably
Unity
did.
in
Well,
the
you were there.
community last year, and I was there. I did
You
that
were
too when she was doing the kids' faces and stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. So
I'm
yeah.
the fly on the wall. You know what I mean?
I did not meet this man, and then we're on the phone, and he's like, "And I saw you doing this, and this is happening." I'm like, "Dude, I did not see you."
His eyes is moving.
Yeah, that's the
No,
life
but
of
that's
a
good. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we have her doing the face painting, and then myself, her, and then we have a few other volunteers that's going to be operating the different field day games for the kids. So when they come over, they can just pick a color, hop on the team, and play some games.
You know, and I tell you what, when we're down there, in between time, in the meantime, I'll whip out my my little computer, and you can take a little 10, 15, 20-minute interview while you're right there, and we can shoot it live. And then we
Oh
can
yeah, that would be
you
dope.
you pan the camera around and say, hey, this is what's going on right now. It's live. You understand? To tell people what's going on. What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
I think that'll be very nice. I think
Okay,
that'll
because
be
I'm
smooth.
mobile.
Yeah.
I'm mobile. Yeah, I try to be as professional.
Can you go live mobile?
Yes, I thought I just said that.
You did.
I was just trying to make sure I understood the terminology. That's all. I just trying to make sure.
Hey, look, I'm just being sarcastic. Don't mind me at all. I'm just being sarcastic. That's all.
Nah,
No, we don't know you.
the
So we're all
funny
sitting here
part-
all gullible and in shame. Like,
I was getting ready
She
to
left the
the only
door
time I
open for
spoke
that.
to
I mean,
you-
come on. I mean,
My
you really
bad,
left the
bro.
door open for that. That wasn't
just
my
needed to
fault.
be
I'm sitting here
technically
telling you
correct,
I'm going to
that's
go
all.
live over there, and then you ask me,
Alright,
can you go
alright,
live?
alright,
It's like, huh?
I told you I just clocked out, man.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good.
like literally still at work. Like, I make this interview.
Literally.
So let's get this information out again, please.
So
Okay,
September
September
14th.
September
all right.
14th.
Sunday, September 14th, from 12 to 6 p.m. Dansbury Park.
Okay.
Come join
You
the
got-
fun, man. we
And
do
if
need
somebody
vendors.
wanted to get in contact with you, I guess this would be the Facebook page down at the bottom of the marquee.
Mhm. Yep,
Right.
and we also have an Eventbrite set up. So if you just go in there, International Cultural Festival, there's one for Allentown, there's one for Poconos. You can get free tickets there. They're just general free tickets, just to kind of keep us from understanding who's at our festival. And then
Okay.
there are vendor tickets as well for sale. And there's also a spot for sponsorship for anybody who has an open heart today.
Okay, you're probably gonna have a young lady out there. She's from Haiti, and she does the paintings, but they're like in a box, and they look like statues within a box, and they're like in a frame. Yeah, you're probably gonna have her out there too.
Nice.
She
Bring her on.
shows up at a lot of the events as well. You're probably gonna have a few people out there. Did
Yeah,
you
we
get
did
the
get some
IQ
vendor
app?
app, we have some apps. We're just still looking, obviously for more. Dansbury's
Oh,
humongous.
check with the IQ Lounge. His name is Cubanus.
Yeah, I've been talking to him. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
Talk to him.
Michelle,
His
you
name
gotta
is
come down
Cubanus.
to that spot too.
Yeah, Q is pretty cool. I'm telling you, the
Okay.
spot
Yeah,
is
he's very nice. Him and his wife, they're very, very nice
Mhm.
people.
yeah, and the
nice.
spot is cool. They got a couple of DJs. One guy is named Strategy, DJ Strategy.
He's our strategy strategy. He's our DJ for the festival, man.
He's our DJ for
really?
the festival, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's my brother. Yeah,
Yeah, you told me.
I
He's
know,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
yeah. All of the
Strategy.
family here,
That's- he in the heart right here. I call strategy for everything. I'm not even gonna lie. That's my guy right here. He's been
Yeah,
DJing
well.
for me since I was younger. Like so, yeah.
Well, a lot
Like
of the
out
photos
here
that you
for
see of him
certain.
lately and the videos of him, that's actually from me. So the
Oh,
photos.
yeah,
are-
right. Kendall was
Yeah,
always there with him.
Yep, I'm always trying to be around my brother. He's good people. Good people.
Very good people, yo.
I can't wait
Okay,
to work
so
with
we-
him. I've been working
yeah.
with Raga.
I'm gonna give you another 30 seconds. Let's tell me what else you got for me. In 30
I'm gonna leave that up to you. Let you shine, girl. Have it.
Oh, wait a minute. You
So-
know what? I'm gonna pause this for a second. So, young lady, Michelle, there was something that you wanted to say prior to we were on the telephone. Oh, they don't call it that anymore. We were on the cell phone.
Oh Lord.
And there was something that you wanted to say. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to go ahead and say it. Let it out.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
What I was telling Mr. Kendall is that I truly appreciate his willingness to come out for the community. And I thought it was very touching that with very little information, you were willing to help us out, push our event, come to the event, and do photography. And for that, I will forever be grateful.
Yeah.
And now you have it
Man.
recorded.
Hey, thank you for my flowers. I feel so good now.
No, you are freaking
All right,
great.
ladies. We're at the end of the show, and as I always say, or not as I always say, someone told me a long time ago, be yourself, because everybody else is taken. And ever since I learned that, I take that to heart. So this is the Empowerment Show. We're on the PA Empowerment Network. Please tell your friends to, when they chime in to watch the show, let them hit the subscribe button, the like button, and you ladies as well. Try when I send you the information, just go ahead and push that subscriber button. We really appreciate it. We're trying to keep things going here. One man show. Well, not actually. I'm building a team. I was explaining, but right now it's pretty much a one man show, and you know, the coins come from my pocket. So I'm trying to get up to where I can you know, maybe have some more sponsors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
We
So
all
we're
working
gonna
up.
say
Thank
goodbye.
you, Kendall. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, ladies. Peace.
Bye.
Peace.